would you guys agree with the statement that a lot of girls try to get that love in a relationship from guys through sex?
Yes, because
as men, no, we're gonna convince a girl, like we have our ways words. We're gonna convince a girl that, oh yeah, I like you so much, blah blah blah. Say the right things. Well, the majority of guys, not saying every guy, but a lot of guys are gonna just say what they have to say to get in their pants. And if a girl believes that's what she needs to do to have that strong relationship,
do you think that that's a successful way of getting your guys' attention?
I'm telling you right now, because we had this conversation 2 weeks ago. And I said, they all kept saying, why would a boy cheat on his girlfriend with another girl? And I say this all the time. If I'm with a girl, and like I said, you know, like they all say, you trying to grow with her, you trying to learn about her and all this stuff. I'm with her. Let's say I'm trying to grow with her. And we've been growing for like 8 months. And I'm not, like as you said, I'm not going to be graphic. Yeah, it's been a long time. You're not loving me the way I should be loved. Right. And then, let's say, the side one, she like, yeah, I miss you. I ain't seen you in 2 years.
Why you got outside though?
I'm going to cheat on you.
Listen. So what you're telling me is that... Hold on. What you're telling me is... No, I respect your honesty and I appreciate it. What you're telling me is that for a relationship to be successful, there needs to be sex.
No, that's not
really successful one.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you just said.
It's a sticky situation because if a girl, I mean, I feel bad for the girl because for most guys, if a girl doesn't give it up, they'll do what Elmac just said. You know, they'll find somebody else.
Do you agree with that?
No, I'm not saying I agree with that. But if you do give it up, if you do give it up, oh, he's gonna get it, and once he got what he wanted, he's gone.
That does happen a lot. That does happen a lot. Well, let's go to this side of the room.
Because once you actually get it, you're gonna want it some more.
Yeah,
Let's go to this.
like, because in today's society, it's like, okay, I got this, but I want better. So I'm like, if I had this french fry, oh, this french fry good, but I'm about to get this french fry with the ketchup.
Keep going with that, cause I'm surprised.
Yeah, because you always gonna want better until you find that one thing like, oh, I really like this. And then like, it's nothing better than that. So in your mind, like, okay, well, I had to start off with a plain fry, but now I got some barbecue sauce on this fry, and I had the ketchup with this fry. So I'm like, okay, so I ate that, and then so I'm like, okay, well, that ketchup ain't good no more. I want a better challenge. Like, oh, that barbecue sauce like $100, but this ketchup was like $2. So I'm like, okay, I want that chase. So I'm gonna go after the barbecue sauce. So I'm like, okay, now I got that, and that's the most that I can, like, as a human, like, exceed, like, emotionally, like, okay, I'm emotionally done, and then I give you all my time, and I'm gonna stay with the last thing I had.
That's it. But if a girl has a history that's that bad, she's already been given multiple chances. So she's messed up all of them.
It's like before. This girl I knew. So first off, she survived cancer. Then she, like you said, she had like sex with one dude that was her boyfriend, and that was it. And everybody started calling her a thought. She got locked in a locker room. She had to give oral sex to 8 dudes. She was crying. They didn't care. They videotaped her, sent it around. She's a thought. So now she's got this mindset that she's a thought, period. So she don't care no more. So then now she's just getting like more bodies, but they're only her boyfriends. But then they keep on like telling everybody, oh, I hit her. She trusting them. She crying. And so now they keep on repeating it, and she said, so now she's got like 9 bodies, she's got history for like having oral sex, she's got news leaked out, and even recently, she ended up getting raped, and she felt no type of way about it because she's had sex with these dudes before, and she didn't even want to report it, because she's just been like passed around and had all these allergies forced on her, and she has like this history. Now, like I've tried to like talk to her, but am I gonna like try to pursue a relationship with her? No, not because of her history, but because of the other things between me and her that just don't connect. But that didn't stop me because I knew that she wasn't doing this because she was like, oh, I just like penis, and I was gonna mess around with all these dudes, because it wasn't like that. It was the people that forced their ideologies on her and forced her to where she is today.
And that's why, like, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that there is no bad woman, but that a bad man has made her a bad woman. You know what I'm saying? Because women naturally, I feel like naturally women are beneficent. Women are like sweet, kind, compassionate. All of these things naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the upbringing that women have and the way that women have been treated. That you know what I'm saying? Why we get like women who look for niggas with like the superficial all that. You know what I'm saying? Superficial stuff, and why they do a lot of the things.
She was raped as a child, and like she ended up being a real bad thought. And her pictures got leaked, and like 2 weeks later, her mom died, and she ended up killing herself. And then everybody was calling her thought and like exposing her and all that. They was feeling bad, and so I'm like, dang man.
Biologically speaking, women get more attached to men than men do get to women when they orgasm. Like this is a biological thing. Their bodies release a chemical called oxytocin.
Yes, Eric.
And it causes a woman to naturally become more attached to the person who made her orgasm. You know what I'm saying? And so like that's another thing we have to be careful about. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. You know what I'm saying? When you were in and out.
The best relationship I had was the one I had the least amount of physicality with. That was the best relationship I ever had.
You have some physicality in it.
There was no physicality whatsoever.
They
And
didn't
it was
even
the
kiss.
best. It was the best relationship I've ever had. It's like you categorize sex as like one thing, but like sex becomes a different thing when it's like you actually like this girl and you actually emotionally attached. If you just like heartlessly smashing all these other girls, it's not gonna be the same when you find a real girl that you actually like emotionally invested in and you like her and you have like, I don't even want to call it sex, you have intercourse with that girl. That's different than trumps all the other times you've been messing around.
It's about what you value in a relationship. So like there's a hypothetical, well, let's say Eric values sex. I value like having good conversation with like being able to connect with somebody on a different level. That's better for me, that's better for Eric. It doesn't mean one thing is right, one thing is wrong. It's about what you desire and what the other person desires and how you two match up with it.
I know girls chase those kind of guys. Like for the most part, girls chase the guy. Like they'll know a guy only wants like sex, and they'll say, "Oh, I don't want a guy that just wants this from me, blah blah. I want a guy that actually likes me for me." But then like the only guys they chase are the guys who publicly are known wants that one guy.